Buster Gets Back on Track by Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Ela Smietanka. Buster squallowed into the final turn, just inches ahead of Click and Jimmy Jam. "I have to win," he thought to himself. "I can't lose again." His cheeks turned red as he remembered the other 4 practice races he'd lost that morning. But Jimmy Jam zoomed ahead with Click in his shadow. Swoosh! The checkered flag waved as Jimmy Jam and Click whizzed across the finish line. "Ugh," Buster moaned. "I was so close." "Super close," Jimmy Jam said with a wink. "You'll beat us by the end of racing school." "Speak for yourself," Click teased. Buster sank onto the track. "Click's right. I'm never going to win." "You just need to get a handle on your emotions," said Coach Hogg, the leader of Buster's team, Punchy Motorsports. "Here's racing school lesson numero uno. Breathe in deep. Count 1, 2, 3. Breathe out slow. And off you'll go." Coach Hogg waved the green flag. Click sped ahead. "Breathe in deep." Coach Hogg yelled as Buster zoomed past Jimmy Jam. Click was just ahead. Buster shot forward. "Breathe out slow," reminded Coach Hogg. "Or Buster's gonna blunder," a voice cackled from the pit. "Oh no!" Scuff! Frustration coursed through Buster's engine, and as he zigzagged ahead, he forgot all about breathing. Buster and Click were neck and neck. Just a little more. A little more. Splash! Buster squinted at a water hose whipping wild and loose across the track. Click veered out of the way. But Buster panicked and thudded over the wild hose. It snaked around his tires and slowed him down. Ugh! Another mistake. This can't be happening. Breathe in deep. Coach Hogg shouted as Buster struggled to catch Click. "Ha ha! You stink!" Scuff yelled. At that, Buster gritted his teeth, held his breath, and roared off the track and away from racing school. Buster's heart pounded, and his mind raced as he flew down the road. Why can't Scuff leave me alone? Why do I always mess up? Why can't I stop feeling this way? Why? Then something rumbled in the distance. Buster slowed down. He turned onto a path through the woods, peeking through the gaps in the trees. His eyes grew wide. "Pretty cool, right?" said a voice from above. Buster jumped. 2 military vehicles towered over him. He gulped and deepened his voice. Yeah, super cool." "What is this?" "Off-road racing," the pink camouflage Humvee said. "We're on Team Fast Lane. We joined after the army." "I'm Kat." "This muddy guy is my brother, Gus." "I'm Buster." "Can I try your off-road track?" Gus nodded. "Roger that, little guy. Follow us." They rambled over brambles, crunched over mulch, and crashed through wet grass until they reached the start of the racecourse. Humvees crawled through swamps, over boulders, and up steep hills. "They move pretty slow," Buster said. "Off-road racing is about more than speed," Gus said. "Not for a race car," Buster thought. "Race ya!" Buster splashed into the swamp first. The mud stuck to his tires and slowed him down. "Arg!" Buster yelled as Gus passed him. Buster grunted his way out of the swamp, shook off the mud, and dashed past Gus toward the big hill. Buster roared into the steep climb. He got halfway up and stopped. He revved his engine, vroom, vroom, but his tires didn't budge. Buster was stuck. I keep messing up, and everyone saw it happen, Buster thought. I give up. I can't do this anymore. Buster's emotions bubbled up until his eyes leaked tears. He reversed down the hill in front of his new friends, but he wouldn't look at them. Instead, he wiped his windshield and raced into the woods. Buster's hood hung low as he crunched along the road. He kicked a rock, clink, clink. Careful, said a familiar voice. I just got my doors decaled. I've got a photo shoot later, said another. Calm down. Let's breathe in deep, laughed a big, booming voice. Click. Jimmy Jam. Coach Hog. Buster perked up. How'd you find me? He asked. We were worried, so we followed your tracks, Coach Hog said. There aren't many racing tires on this road, said Click as she blew the dust off her tires. Yeah, most are. Jimmy Jam's mouth dropped as Cat and Gus rolled through the bushes and onto the road, that size. You stormed off before I could congratulate you. Gus said. Congratulate? But I lost, like always. Buster sighed as Gus and Cat introduced themselves to the rest of the team. Nobody has ever climbed as high as you did on their first try, Cat said. He flew up that hill. Gus told the others. But I got stuck, Buster admitted with a huff. The problem is that your feelings got stuck, Cat said. It's okay to try and fail. Or to get frustrated or embarrassed, Gus added. It's hard to imagine you embarrassed, Click said to Gus. You kidding? Cat laughed. Buster got stuck in a swamp and still beat Gus to the hill. Every Humvee back there was teasing my little bro. Sorry I embarrassed you, Buster said, stifling a laugh. It's cool, Gus said. I just breathe in deep, try again, and focus on the road ahead. It's like I told you. Coach Hog said. It's normal to have big feelings. We just can't let our feelings control how we act. Buster smiled, took a deep breath, and said, Race ya! Click, Jimmy Jam, Cat, Gus, and Buster roared toward racing school. They bumbled over rubble, clicked over sticks, and skated through the gate. Buster was beaming as he got back on the racetrack. Click, Jimmy Jam, and Buster clustered together, a dead heat. Cat and Gus rumbled just behind. As they rounded the final turn, Buster lost momentum. Scuff watched from pit road and yelled, You'll never make it, Buster Fluster. Buster's stomach lurched. But he said to himself, I'm not running away this time. Buster took a moment to steady himself. Okay, time to breathe in deep. Count 1, 2, 3. Breathe out slow. And off I go. It worked. Buster eyed the finish line and sped ahead. Swoosh! The checkered flag waved as Buster zipped across the finish line, with his teammates and new friends just behind. The whole team cheered for Buster. I knew you'd win before the end of school, Jimmy Jam said with a wink. Buster's smile was as wide as the track. Winning felt great. But knowing he didn't have to get stuck in his feelings? Well, that felt even better. Buster practices his breathing off the track. Honk! Honk! Let's go! Practice starts in 10 minutes. Coach will be mad if I'm late. Wait! He won't be mad if I'm practicing my breathing. Breathe in deep. Count 1, 2, 3. Breathe out slow. And soon I'll go. Come on, Buster. Think. Imagine your flashcards. The Kansas Speedway is in a state of _ug. Think. What would Coach say? I know. Breathe in deep. Count 1, 2, 3. Breathe out slow. Do your best and go. 1 moped. 2 mopeds. 3 mopeds. I hope I don't mess up in the race tomorrow. 4 mopeds. 5 mopeds. 6 mopeds. If I can't keep my speed around those big turns, I'm going to lose for sure. 7 mopeds. 8. Why can't I fall asleep? I really need sleep before the big race. Wait! I know. Remember what Coach said, breathe in deep. Count 1, 2, 3. Breathe out slow. To sleep I go.